From the Figure 4 Online Studios in beautiful Bothell, Washington, exclusively at WrestlingObserver.com, you're listening to The Bryan and Vinny Show with your hosts, Bryan Alvarez and Big Vinny V.
Granny, you are number one. All of your reports are so much fun. Wrestling memoirs and the soaps, Facebook and some funny jokes. Granny, you are number one. Granny, you are number one. Put that guilt on your grandson.
Go visit your grandmother, Bryan.
If a match really blows, just give it a big fat minus so. Granny, you are number one. Granny, you are number one. Granny, you are number one.
All right, everybody, it's the Bryan and Vinny and Granny and Craig and Shawn Show. Jump the gun on the music there. September 23rd, 2025, figure4online.com/wrestlingobserver.com. Y'all know what that means?
No.
I do not.
The world didn't end.
Oh, the rapture. That's
Today was the day. Jesus was coming back.
Are you sure we didn't all die and now we're in heaven?
Well, to be fair, it
There's
was
still time, too. There's 4
September
hours.
23/24.
Oh, it's got a hold.
It's still possible this is our last show. Which is ironic because it's the last time we're reviewing Mid-South Wrestling. What a way! I didn't anticipate the world would end with Mid-South Wrestling, but here we are. Because yes, beginning next week is the 20th anniversary of the debut of TNA Impact on Spike TV. And so starting next week, we are going to do, 20 years ago on TNA.
Yeah, it wasn't NWA.
Yeah, NWA TNA is gone. Yeah. We didn't make it through. We lasted longer than I expected, to be honest.
8 episodes?
Well, actually, I kind of thought we'd make it all the way through, but after the first, I'll just say this. After we watched the first one, we lasted longer than I expected.
Fair.
So I think we're going to make it a while. I hear like 2005 to 2008, everyone says is pretty great. So we will be the judge of that. But that begins next week. You can watch it on TNA Plus. They might be on YouTube for all I know. I don't know where they're at, but
fingers crossed.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're doing. 20 years ago, TNA Impact on Spike, starting next week to replace the final episode that we will be reviewing for the time being.
Is Don West on these?
Of Mid-South Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, he is in his freaking prime, dude.
Is this also the 6-sided ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all of the things that people romanticize about.
Okay.
We're going to watch them with fresh eyes, is what we're going to do. So that starts next week, and man, what a Mid-South Wrestling we went out on today. As we'll get to. Granny, what's going on?
Just listening to you.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
I went down and played blackjack yesterday.
Your internet's not doing too well.
Did you win?
Yeah, did you win at blackjack?
No, I lost.
Oh.
I got a free dinner for being the loser, and it was my own fault.
So you lost and you got a free dinner. What did the winner get?
Did you split 20?
The winner got something I wanted really bad.
What's that?
It was kind of like a little generator. If the power goes out, that you can use it to charge your phone and stuff. It was really neat. What happened was, whoever had the most money at the end of the game got the big prize. Well, stupid me, I had the most money, but I bet it on the last hand.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and lost.
Cliff Clavin on Jeopardy.
That was dumb.
What do you think gambling is, Granny?
You bet it all?
Yeah, what do you do that for?
Well, because it was the last hand. What am I? I couldn't take it home.
But you can win the prize.
You would have won the prize. You would have won the generator.
I know.
Well, I hope you learned something.
I sure did.
What'd you learn?
Not to be so dumb.
Do you have any idea how many people I wish would learn that lesson?
Well, apparently you got to make it to 95 to learn. Hey, don't be dumb.
Okay.
Wow.
I do something dumb every day of my life.
What'd you do dumb today besides that?
Oh, today was something else. I had the kid come over. The chateau decided that their little thing on the computer wasn't too good, so they decided to change it. And now, every time I want to get on it, I have to put in my email address, and I have to have them give me a code, and just to find out what's for lunch.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then he came in and screwed up my computer.
Oh, yeah? What did he do?
Well, for instance, my first page now, front page, is the chateau.
Yeah, he's trying to make it easy for you to find the menu.
I'm not on it. I have to sign in first.
Okay.
So there you go.
What good is his help nowadays? I don't
I
know,
know.
Randy.
And then the guy came up and he fixed it for me. But I said, if I have to go through all this stuff, I'm not even going to use it. So we'll see what happens.
You told that guy.
I kind of feel bad about it, but
Granny, for 96 years you've been feeling bad about yelling at folks.
I know, I always do that.
Well, maybe you don't yell at him anymore. He's just trying to do his job. Right?
I guess so. You can call
She
it
finds this
that.
concept laughable.
Yeah. You know what she's going to do next week? She's going to go gamble away all her money. Yeah. You ever heard of Nick Jackson, Granny?
No.
Okay. Hey, we're redoing the Facebook.
Yeah. Part 2 of
Yeah.
your favorite school lunch.
Yeah, this one really struck a chord.
Yeah. So, listen. I've tried to sort this by newest to oldest, but here's the thing, everyone. Facebook sucks.
Yeah, it
and doesn't work a lot of the time. So I may skip some here. I may repeat some. I'm doing my best.
Does anyone still use Facebook in 2025?
I share vacation photos, and that's it.
It sure has changed.
I gotta
Man.
use it for work.
It's all junk now.
I go on about once every 6 months, and as soon as I load it up, it's just one
Just junk.
post after another of this terrible thing happened to this person, and this horrible thing happened
Yeah.
to this person, and it's like, oh my God.
So here's an old relative of mine saying something that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
It's not even, well,
Gonna mute you for 30 days.
at least that's someone you at some point in your life clicked friend that person. I go on Facebook now. I see like a post from someone I know, and then 20 posts in a row from groups I do not follow and do not want to follow.
Yeah, sucks.
And the newest one is now I get a barrage of ads from animal welfare organizations, which is all well and good. I love animals. But their ad campaign is, here's an animal being tortured. Give us money so we can
Oh,
stop
man,
it.
they do those commercials on TV. late
Blockety,
at night.
blockety, block. No, you don't have no. This is graphic bloodshed.
Well, I don't know about graphic bloodshed,
Yeah.
but they do the saddest commercials. It's like guilting you. This poor animal, without you. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I think there's a way to do this where I'd actually donate money, but no, I don't know, man. All right, anyway.
All right, so favorite school lunches when you were a youngster. Chris Aiken says Mexican food day.
By the way, why did you say Facebook sucked? Because you can't sort by newest?
Well, that's the point being, yes.
You can't do that anymore, yeah.
Well, I clicked the newest button, but it doesn't work. I'm looking through here, and some of these are a week old, some are 3 days old.
Doesn't work.
No.
God.
It's all algorithm now.
Chris Aiken. Mexican food day was always a favorite, but that square pizza was quite a treat.
Why did they cut them in squares back then?
Just faster. Could go on a big square and just go zip, 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 zip.
Is it really a lot faster than doing triangles?
When you're making 30 a day.
I don't know, man. They do triangles nowadays. They don't do that square pizza no more.
They're probably made in a pan, so there's already rectangle instead of a pie.
John Pincus has a great answer. I want to go to school where he went. Pasta bar in high school, penny pasta in a spicy Alfredo sauce with breadsticks.
Wow.
Do you go to school at Olive Garden?
I went to Olive Garden the other day. They have the never-ending pasta bowl. I ain't young no more.
I did that one already. Remember that one?
I got one pasta bowl, and then I got one more, and called it a day.
That's plenty.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it last week, but you guys remember our lunch, like what we would have at Bothell?
Vaguely.
I vaguely remember it.
Because I'm looking at their menu now,
Oh, God.
and it is nowhere near. I mean, this is, you talk about Olive Garden. Like today at Bothell, nachos with turkey or cheese, nachos with
Turkey?
chicken, homemade cheese quesadilla, all served with refried beans,
Ground turkey.
chicken Caesar salad, turkey BLT, spicy chicken wrap, yogurt parfait with
This
blueberries.
is an enormous lunch.
Bro, that's high school.
Yes.
Let's look at Paisley's elementary school.
Okay.
Today, Korean barbecue pork with rice, cheese pizza, or a pizza snack pack. Or, actually, that was Monday. Today was chicken nuggets with sweet and sour and rice, tofu with rice, chicken Caesar salad with roll. Tomorrow's turkey and or cheese nachos, mini cheese calzones with marinara, or a turkey and cheese hoagie sandwich. Elementary school. Kindergartners. We didn't have that when I went to school.
No.
Tater tots and jello. That's what we had.
Oh, let's see. Robert Otto. Growing up in the Midwest, they were called Italian dunkers.
What?
Essentially garlic cheese bread with marinara dipping sauce.
Wow.
So crazy bread.
Look at this. On Thursday, they got a wild Alaska fish burger. Not even farmed. Wild Alaskan fish burger.
You go to private school?
No!
Wow.
Vegan burger with tater tots, chicken burger with tater tots, Friday's beef teriyaki with rice, chana masala with rice, or yogurt lunch with pancake poffits. Which I don't even know what those are, but they sound fancy.
Corey Smith, a top fan. Hot dog day was always my favorite.
Hot dog day. Meanwhile, these kids are eating chicken Alfredo pasta.
Steve Barry, also a top fan. Growing up in Australia, we got a brown paper bag in the morning, and we wrote on what we wanted. Example, 1 meat pie, 1 sausage roll.
Excuse me, a meat pie?
Yeah.
Gross.
Dude, meat pies are good. It's a stew and a pie.
Bro, it ain't good in school.
Well, that's probably true.
Or it's just ground beef and a pie.
There's an Aussie pie company in West Seattle that's very awesome.
There's one in the Armory at Seattle Center.
There you go.
It's great.
Yeah. 1 meat pie, 1 sausage roll, 1... It says oat chocolate milk. Does it mean oat chocolate milk?
Oat milk.
Yeah. 1 jam donut, which was $5. And we got it delivered to us at lunchtime. Nowadays, to get that is probably around $20 to $25, sadly.
Nah, it's still $5, but it's not very good. Yeah. You're getting $5 worth of chicken Alfredo pasta.
Brad Laguerre, another string of top fans, all the top fans coming in. Bologna, cheese, and crackers. Basically, a Lunchables put together at home.
That sounds familiar.
This is a fantastic name. Luis Gustavo Infierno.
Infierno?
That's what it says.
Wow.
Right? Interiano. That's not nearly as cool. Just change it, Luis. My mom would pack a classic pan con toto, black beans, eggs, sour cream, bacon, and a thick slab of queso fresco.
Wow.
That doesn't sound good. Keith Fastnacht. I remember the French fries are still the best I've ever had.
The best you've ever had are French fries at your elementary school?
If you
Brother?
you like me, I don't like my crispy French fries. If I want crispy potatoes, I'll get potato chips, and I usually don't want that. I like the French fries that there's
Are slimy?
and bendable.
Oh, yeah.
Like at Dick's.
Exactly. And the Canyon Park and Junior High French fries, I do remember, were essentially they were like cut like French fries and then boiled. So you got like mashed potatoes, and then they put about probably a cup and a half of salt on there.
The best French fries are at what the hell's the name of that steakhouse at the Bravern in Bellevue? You know what I'm talking about?
Red Robin.
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember which one. I have not been to it.
John Howie Steak.
There you go. Yeah.
They cook the French fries in Wagyu oil.
Oh.
And then they put truffle. Oh my God, these are the best French fries, all time, all my life. Nothing has ever come close to these French fries. Even the old Burger King French fries, which actually were exactly the way you described, Vinny, and they were good. And then they changed them from the really thin. They used to be thin, slimy fries, like you're asking for, but they changed them to the thick cut, non-slimy variation.
Gotcha.
Not nearly as good. Tony
Lewandowski says the Fiestada, and has a picture here what looks kind of like a Taco Bell Mexican pizza, only it's hexagon shaped.
Mexican pizza. God. Taco Bell sucks. Might be better nowadays, but
No.
actually the worst food I ever had in my life is when you and I, after one of Sonny's parties, got the 2 tacos for 99 cents from Jack in the Box.
I do remember this. Don't forget.
2 for 99 cents. 49.5 cents a taco. Oh my God.
You overpaid.
Yeah.
That was the worst food I've ever had.
So we were at a party. We leave. It's late. We go to Taco Bell. We waited seriously over a half hour in that.
No, this was
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
But Jack in the Box. But we waited in line for a long, long time. And you have been because you saw commercials on for these tacos, and you wanted to try them.
Never trust marketing.
You waited and you waited and you waited, and I still remember when you poured the taco out into your hand and just froze, and you stared at it.
Yeah,
and you thought about
I was
your
drunk.
life. Well, that sobered you up.
Yeah, I wasn't drunk enough.
The rage sobered you up. You were actually trying to talk me into going back in line to get your money back.
Yeah,
for your $1 back for these 2 tacos.
I remember I once went on this website and it was basically like, this is how they advertise it on TV,
Yes.
and this is what it actually looks like. And it was like, oh my God. The one that always irritated me was Wendy's, because Wendy's, they got like the double stack and the triple stack, and if you watch the commercial, it's like an inch thick and perfectly square these beef patties. And then like you go and you order, and it doesn't look anything like that.
No.
Nothing like that whatsoever.
No, I don't even like Wendy's burgers. If I go to Wendy's, I get chicken.
They're right.
I may have said this already. Joe Kurdiak, pizza Lunchables, best thing ever.
Pizza Lunchables.
Yeah, and this is a piece of bread, some cold sauce and cheese. You dip it all together and eat. You know,
It's not the best thing ever, brother.
I do love
It's
cold
like pork
pizza. I will say
chops.
that cold pizza is awesome.
You know, there's something you like better than pizza snack packs. I promise you.
Shane McClure, pizza with electric yellow cheese and about a 1/4 cup of grease on top. French fries and chocolate milk. I had to soak the grease up with napkins before I could eat it.
God, Paisley loves the nachos, and it's just the cheapest processed, just wet, gross, fake cheese. She goes, Daddy, it's the best cheese. Granny, what do we got today?
Oh, almost went to sleep here.
Good job, Vinny.
It is
All
a
that
great
didn't
show.
make you hungry?
Fantastic show we have here.
I haven't had dinner. I've had a tummy ache
How
all
about...
day.
Oh, not again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what I got here is what I found on my messed up computer. Was Nick Wayne versus Starboy Charlie.
That's correct.
It is correct.
I think he's 20.
Which one? Both? Correct.
No, Starboy is 20. And he came in with his, now they call them overalls. They used to call, when I wore them to school, they were coveralls. I used to wear those to school.
Interesting.
Okay. Anyway, that was some match.
Cool. What do you give it?
Any details?
Nick is so tall, he sure didn't take after his dad on his long legs.
Well, he took after his mother,
He
you
uses
see.
those legs they were.
Nope. See you later.
I knew something was up with her
Computer is
internet.
screwed up.
Yeah, see if you can reconnect her, Jared. I could just tell she's been glitching the entire time.
Should I drive over there and check?
She doesn't know what's going on. She's still talking.
We can see her, but you can't hear her.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hold on, Granny.
Stuff.
Oh, there we go. Okay, keep going.
Anyway, so he take his legs and wrap them around the guy's neck and just twist him around and knock him on the mat. And then they jumped over each other and hit, you know. And at one point they even headbutted and fighting on the apron 2 times on that one.
I think everyone
And,
listening is on their phone right now.
Why?
I don't know. Make it more exciting, Granny.
I had show-related content I was working on.
I'm getting back to the wife about grocery shopping.
Well, and then Starboy got up on the rope or on the corner and tried to jump down, and Wayne put his feet up.
Should do a quiz.
And
at
then
the
they
end.
were outside the ring a lot and chopping each other, and they had about 10 headbutts and just all kinds of stuff. I'm not good at this at all.
Actually, it was going pretty well. So who won?
He said they were on the phone.
Well, they all had some.
I put my
excuse.
phone away. I've been scolded.
Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about David Bowie, Starman.
Oh, okay. Well,
Star Child from Kiss.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
and they chopped each other and what do you call it? Jump jack or something over the shoulder.
A jump jack.
Jumping over each other.
Okay, leapfrog.
Leapfrog. That's right.
Not anymore. Next, now it's a jump
Kind of
jack.
is a jumping jack, if we're being honest. A really high one.
And sometimes Starboy, he would be pretty mean and just slap the heck out of Nick. So at the very end, Nick got really uptight, and he got in there and just beat the heck out of that guy, and for the win. I gave that an 8.
Wow.
I watched it twice, and I didn't take a note, so everybody will have to forgive me as usual.
We always do.
Just messed up again, huh, Granny?
I know. Complete my day. Anyway, on the soaps, there's nothing going on there at all. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, nothing except a bunch of breakups. And so that's boring.
You know, I went to,
Sounds like every soap opera.
did you watch General Hospital, Granny?
No.
Okay.
Why not?
So I went to, I was at the teriyaki place the other day, and they got a big TV, and it was playing General Hospital, okay? But they have the volume all the way down, so they have the subtitles on. I don't even know why they bother. But I'm trying to just enjoy my meal, but I can't help but, like, watch this show on the big screen. And it's like, I can't hear what they're saying, but I can just see the acting is like horrific. Even though I can't actually, I could just like the subtitles and I see their faces and I'm like, this is absolutely horrific. And they had some storyline where some lady had a kid, but another lady had carried the child and given birth to the child, a surrogate. And now that lady wanted to be able to see this child, and the other lady didn't want her to see the child. Okay, that's the storyline. And it builds up like they're just kind of going back and forth, and you're not the mother, and the other lady goes, I'm more a mother than you are, and this and that. And all of a sudden the one lady screams, you stole the embryo! And I was like, what? What in the fuck is going on here? I mean,
Language.
I'm sorry, but like, I don't know, man. I can't do soap operas. I mean, people make fun of like the acting on Raw and SmackDown, but like, I ain't seen nothing like what I saw in General Hospital.
Were either of these mothers on a train?
No, believe it or not, it's General Hospital.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Granny laughed.
Go ahead, Granny.
You're right, because it's just sometimes so stupid. But I've watched it so long, I just can't quit.
You just can't quit.
I can't quit. Okay. Now, I was going to talk about another one of my friends.
Here we go.
Her name was Louise.
Was.
And believe it or
Bad
not,
start.
her husband was, way back then, they called them sheriffs instead of policemen. He was the sheriff of Bothell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to give any more information on this?
Why?
We don't want to be able to trace these people that you're telling these stories about.
Well, how could you trace it with just Louise?
Okay.
So anyway, so they got a divorce, and when I met her, she was working, putting stock in shelves in the grocery stores, and she was always saying, "I think I've got liver cancer." You know, she kept saying that, and down the line, and so then she met this guy that wasn't exactly, he wasn't all there, just slightly different. So they went back to the Falls to get married. And it happened that his mother lived back there. So she decided she was going to bring his mother back and take care of her. Well, she put that woman through HELL, and she would
That's a lot of L's.
tell her what she could eat and what she couldn't, and it was awful. And so then she still kept saying, I think I got liver cancer. So then when I met her, we used to go back together to happy hours and stuff like that. And so after a while, we weren't really that close anymore because she moved to Birch Bay, not Birch Bay, what's the other one? South.
San Francisco Bay?
Anyway,
Tampa Bay.
Bay Area?
so she actually she really did die of liver cancer.
really.
Yeah, she,
Why didn't she go to the doctor when she thought she had liver cancer?
I don't know. She just kept, that was just it.
Huh.
So that wasn't anything bad that I told about her. Not really. You know what I mean?
Just that her life was made a living hell.
No, she made someone's life living hell.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think they
We were
kind of
listening.
made.
I thought that she got hung out with a guy, and his mother made her life miserable, telling her
No,
what she could.
other way
No.
around.
I see.
Because Luis was kind of domineering.
You looking at your phone?
I see it.
I was listening.
I want to hear more about
Apparently
the
not.
sheriff of Bothell.
Yeah, what'd that guy do?
I don't know. She just said he was.
Are you sure he was really the sheriff of Bothell?
Busted
Yeah.
cattle rustlers.
Yeah,
I think they still have sheriffs nowadays, by the way.
they do. Hung out at the ranch.
Probably did
Yeah.
that,
Did he patrol the ranch burger and pop Keeney?
Well, what do policemen do, Brian?
Well, there's the sheriff, and then there's the policeman, and then...
Well, they do the same thing.
Well, the sheriff and deputies, and then police and officers.
Okay.
And you know how small Bothell used to be.
Yeah, sure. You know, it did used to be smaller.
Was this guy's named Andy or Barney?
It's the ugliest town in the world right now.
Why is that?
Bothell, Washington is the ugliest town in the world?
Why?
Yes. Too many apartments.
A lot of apartments. and-
Have you been anywhere else in the world?
It is one of the fastest growing areas in our area.
Have you been to Tacoma? Have you been to Everett?
I do
Have you
think-
been to Pacific?
There are lots and lots of apartments here, and I think every time somebody moves into an apartment, every person in that apartment gets their own stoplight installed somewhere in town.
There are a lot of stoplights.
I do hate coming here.
Yeah, it's bad.
It looks a lot different than it used to, that's for sure.
But it is not the ugliest place I've ever been.
Well, for me, because I haven't been around much,
Okay.
you know.
You know, the other thing is they're now 522. They're working on it, and so there's a good mile that you have to go 35 miles an hour on the freeway because there's construction there.
The
And,
same
like,
where we live too.
They are just like, they got cops there all the time. They got the little camera to take pictures of you all the time.
yeah.
And the funny thing is, there's never a human working. I've never actually seen a person whose life would be in danger if I was going the speed limit of the freeway. And it's not like you don't have to merge in anything. It's just like they have made a section of the freeway, like they're working on each side of the freeway, and they've made a section for like a mile, 35 miles an hour. I think they've done it just to like nab people, because I don't see any reason. There's never anybody with a sign. There's never anybody like physically doing any labor. I never see anything. It's just, hey, slow down here for a mile.
You would be surprised. I see stuff all the time of WisDOT trucks getting hit.
Washington State Department of Transportation.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's there's a lot more DUIs than you expect out there.
Man. All right, great. Anything else?
No, I got my trivia.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the trivia. I must have been on my phone.
At least
Let's
you
do it.
Admit it, you half-asser.
I'm a full asser.
What?
Certainly an
Just
ass.
like that guy on NXT. That butt guy. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Can you imagine we still don't know his name? We just call him the butt guy. Like, that's a lesson everyone should learn. When you're breaking into this business, don't do something stupid like that. Now you're typecast.
Dude, it wasn't,
Type-assed.
it wasn't his fault, but up to his very last appearances, Bray Wyatt was still getting Husky Harris chants.
Yeah,
Because
man.
when you have a stupid name, people remember your stupid name.
Are you ready?
Oh, we have been.
We're ready. We're just waiting. Just talking about butts.
If something is flying at Mach 10, this means flying at a rate of 10 multiplied by what?
Speed of sound.
750, whatever the speed of sound is.
is
750
right.
miles an hour.
Sound is right.
I deserve credit for getting the speed of sound.
Even if you did, Craig said it first.
Name the comedian who left Comedy Central Daily Show to begin hosting his own nightly show in 2005.
Craig Kilborn.
No, it was Steve.
Steve Kilborn?
Steve Kilborn?
Oh, Steve
Yeah.
Colbert.
In 2005?
But he wasn't the host of The Daily Show.
He was on it.
He was the host of The Colbert Report.
Huh?
Never mind.
Never mind. In The Wizard of Oz, what causes the Wicked Witch to
Water.
of the West to melt? Right.
A house fell on her.
That was her sister.
Name the APP, which was a monster hit in 2016, and has been credited with teaching millions of Americans the metric
Oh,
system.
The metric.
the
system.
metric system.
I know 0 Americans who have learned the metric system in the past 10 years.
And on an app. I was going to guess Duolingo, but then she threw in the metric system.
Pac-Man Go.
Oh.
Oh, Pokemon Go.
Oh, Pokemon. I like Pac-Man Go.
Hey, there's no reason you couldn't do a Pac-Man Go.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
That's
game.
what Hanalei was screaming before she threw that thing across the room she got at that birthday.
What?
Never mind. Not that birthday.
No. Built for the 1962 World's Fair, which
Space Needle.
Yeah, Space Needle.
Seattle is the answer.
Well, then they're wrong. Seattle, I win.
You're an idiot.
Maybe, but I won.
Which female singer has the highest selling country music studio album of
Dolly
all time
Parton.
Shania
with
Twain?
Come On Over?
Oh, yeah, Shania Twain.
Yeah.
As Craig said.
Shauna Twain.
Cool.
Yeah.
Name the highest
Pretty close.
populated country located entirely within the southern hemisphere.
Brazil.
Nope.
Paraguay.
Australia.
Nope. Indonesia.
Really?
Yep.
There's a lot of empty space in Australia. I think about it. Yeah, all right.
What is the name of the country music singer who starred in the movie Pure Country?
Mickey James.
Reba.
Clint Black.
Nope. George Strait.
Oh.
Name the Super Bowl winning quarterback who makes a cameo appearance in the 1998 film There's Something About Mary.
Brett Favre.
Huh?
Brett Favre is the answer.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta speak granny.
I did the joke
Name
for the
the
movie.
name the former football and baseball player for Auburn who was
Bo
the first
Jackson.
pick- Nope.
What?
From
Michael
Let her finish, brother.
Name the former football and baseball player for Auburn who was the first pick of the Chicago White Sox in the 1989 amateur draft.
I was
Bo
wrong.
Jackson.
You idiot.
Frank Thomas.
Did not know Frank Thomas went to Auburn or played football. Okay.
In what city is the hit television show Dexter based?
Miami.
Right. In the Tour de France, which colored jacket is worn by...
Yellow.
Right. In the spring of 19 85, the number one song in America was Don't You Forget About Me.
Simple Minds.
Yep.
Breakfast
Right.
Club.
Named the only American city with population over 500,000 for which you can drive south into Canada.
South into Canada? Oh, I see.
Maine.
City.
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 Bangor.
Oh.
Anchorage?
I think Sean's onto it. Yeah.
Juneau? No, 500,000. Anchorage?
Detroit.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay.
That was really exciting today. We learned a lot, Granny.
You can drive south into Canada from Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's around there.
I'm getting very close,
Across the border to
Brian.
Windsor.
Would you stop, Granny?
I'm serious.
So anyway, we got a match we want you to watch next week.
Oh, yeah.
Kabashi and Samoa Joe.
Right into Windsor.
Can someone get that match to her? 20-year anniversary.
I see.
Who can get Granny Samoa Joe versus Kenta Kabashi?
I mean, I can mail her a link.
Okay,
I'll
thank
her to
you.
click and find it.
Yeah,
I could get it on Google.
you really? You're going to type in Samoa Joe versus Kobashi? Vinny will get it for you.
Are you sure?
He'll send it on your
Right-
gimmick.
Right now, here.
Okay, if I don't get it, I don't get it. Okay.
You'll get it. All right. Well, that was fun, Granny.
No comment.
Do you ever have fun doing this show?
No.
Never? How about that one time where we, everyone said, what a great birthday, have a happy birthday, and they all said great things about you?
Oh, well, last week wasn't too bad.
Okay. Well, you got to keep it up, Granny, because you're a month and a half away from the big 9-6.
Have we checked the Guinness Book of World Records to see who the oldest podcaster was?
There actually is some lady that does some radio program who's like 100. Somebody did look it up.
You know, I used to think I was the oldest one here.
Are you talking about in the old folks' home? Not even close. Jiminy
in fact,
Christmas.
The other night when we were down there, Val and Nikki talked to one gal. She just come up and talked to him, and she said she was 97.
Yeah. Well, just
And-
keep holding on, Granny. You'll get the record someday.
What I'm trying to do is to keep from being the bad person here.
What does that mean?
You know, because I go down there and I get myself into so much trouble, and then I get all riled up, and you know what happens then.
Fight, fight,
happened?
fight, fight.
So I don't know what's going to happen with this here today, because I told Drew I was not going to use that, and so we'll see if he tries to help me or not with it.
All right, Granny, I've check your Facebook messages. I just sent you a link to the Joe Kabashi match.
Okay. Oh well.
Well, don't run people over with your chair. Don't get that mad.
Hey, that's a good idea. I see a bunch of people and I just run right through them.
Don't do that, Granny. You'll get in trouble. They'll make you move.
Yeah, there's a lot of, golly, this is astounding. All right, Granny, we'll talk to you next week.
All righty.
Okay.
What are you looking at your phone now?
I'll tell you. It's a
All
question.
righty.
All right, see you, Granny. So I Googled oldest living podcaster, and there's a podcasting subreddit, and this person's talking about how he's 75, so he wants to know what the world record is. And this person says, I run a podcast studio, I have a husband and wife duo in their 80s. This person here says, I'm 60, and I've been doing it for 6 years. This person says, I'll be 60 and started 11 years ago. This person says, anyway, the point of this is, we're fucking old, dude. These people are talking about being old and having a lot of podcasts.
And they're closer to our age than Granny's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This person goes, Bruce Carlson is 60, been podcasting since 2006. We've been going longer than that. This guy goes, I've been podcasting since 2005, just past 500 shows. Dude, we're at 14,000. 14,000 shows. Anyway, we'll get the record one of these days. I think it's inevitable.
Oh, you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how we couldn't at this rate.
Well, dying.
Well, I guess that would do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this final Mid-South.
I'm so sad.
Are you really?
Actually, yes.
I mean, it was a good show this week, but let's not romanticize some of these hideously boring shows.
They weren't all great. So we watched Mid-South Wrestling Season 6, Episode 42, October 20th, 1984.
So it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Except for one very concerning thing.
Or the Skandor Akbar character.
We open with Jim Ross and Skandor Akbar as the hosts. And JR runs down the car, the Rock'n'Roll Express, Adrian Street versus Chris Adams, Master G is here, and I was very excited for the rematch between Johnny Mantell and Buddy Landell. Sure was.
See? Don't romanticize this show, Vinny.
There were some disappointments. Before any of that, though, Skandor Akbar has a statement, which is that he has been in contact with the King Rat, the Head Cheese, Ted DiBiase. I love how every single promotion pronounced that man's last name differently.
Bro, how long has Jim Cornette been on this show and they spell his name with no E?
And Dugan for weeks,
and
months.
Dugan.
But he was in Wrestling in the Chase. He was Ted DiBiase. Here is Ted DiBiase. DiBiase in WWE. Anyway, they say he'll be here next week, which I feel like they say that every week now. But they show a clip from 1982 of Ted DiBiase against Junkyard Dog.
God, he is still bitter about Junkyard Dog. Has there ever been a guy more gotten to than Bill Watts when Junkyard Dog left?
He is very petty.
I mean, think about when, remember when Steve Austin walked out and, or they did that thing for Warrior, like the Rise and Fall of War, whatever that was. It was like they did it and got it out of their system and kind of moved it. Maybe Vince with Brett. I think that would have to be the all-timer. But it was like he would just bring it up, every couple of years or so. This guy won't stop talking about it. We got another humiliation of Junkyard Dog this week from years ago.
Yeah. 1982, I think, when Dog was just absolutely yoked. Holy crap, what a monster. Supposedly, based on the commentary, this is a respect match to friends wrestling competitively, but then DiBiase pulls a gimmick out of his glove, puts it in his glove, and Dex Dog pins him, new North American champion.
And man, he wins his title, and they just the ref holds the belt up, and he just grabs it and walks out. He doesn't pose with the belt.
It was not the best ceremony I ever saw.
No, it was.
And that commentator had a script. He's got something in his glove. He's putting something in his glove. Oh, he hit him in the head with something in his glove.
They later told us this was Bob Roop, by the way.
Yes,
for those of you
he
who
was
care,
horrible.
For those of you who care about such things. So then General Akbar, Skandor Akbar is here, still burying Junkyard Dog for fleeing Butch Reed. He missed all his commitments. Anyone who pulls for Dog, shame on you.
Wow.
He promises DiBiase is coming for his old frenemy, Hacksaw Duggan. Well, that's not the word he used. So after the break, Bill Watts has replaced Akbar. We have a Jim Cornette video promo where Cornette, who is still wearing his mask to hide his bald head months and months and months after it was shaved.
How about someone unmask him and he's got hair down to his ass?
I assume. So he says every day he has to call his mother and say the Midnights have not yet regained the belts. They have lost their formula to success. They're going to go back to it. It's making an example out of people. We made an example out of the Bruised Brothers. We broke their leg. We made an example when we brought in the tar and feather suit. We made an example when we brought in whipping people. Our next example, we are going to end the career of one of the members of the Rock'n'Roll Express, but we won't say who, and we won't say when. That sounds rude.
It sounds like a threat.
Sounds suspendable to me,
sounds
actually.
Ominous.
Yeah.
We'll never find out.
Never will. You know what? I'm pretty sure they're still wrestling.
I was going to say, that's a spoiler.
It was a hollow threat.
I wrestled them in 2016 or something.
Jake Roberts and Jack Victory versus Rock'n'Roll Express. First of all, I'm going to miss Boyd Pierce's jackets.
Much like your shirt.
I did.
Boyd Pierce ever show up on TNA? They brought pretty much everybody in during that
I don't
period.
think so. I was wearing just a plain green T-shirt, and I watched this show and said I got to pay tribute to Boyd, and I went and got the Boyd Pierce tribute. I didn't know that when I bought it, but I thought it was just a cool Robert Graham shirt. But
His jacket was over the top, hot pink.
basically, if you took this shirt and replaced the white parts with the purple parts, it's very close to what, or replace the white parts with the purple parts. That's pretty much what it looked like. It was incredible. Then the match began. I am so sad we did not get a long series of Jake Roberts versus the Rock'n'Roll Express. Because
Hey,
it was
man,
so
remember a
great.
week ago when that guy was a job guy?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in 1 week, he's like a badass.
Yeah.
He was great in this match.
He was so incredibly awesome.
Actually, everybody was great in this match.
Not Jack Victory.
He was all right.
I'm not sure what happened exactly, but Jack tags in, and he hits one kick to Ricky Morton, and for the rest of the match, Ricky is selling his head and neck. And he's selling it when he's standing, and he's selling it when he's down on the mat doing a hold. He's selling it on the apron. And after several minutes of this, he tags in and just boots Victory right in the face. Even Watts is marking out for this. So the fans are chanting, "Go, Ricky, go." Clearly, simply, Bill Watts is so uncool, he thinks the chant is, "Go, go, rock and roll. Go, go, rock and roll." He's way off. So, eventually, there's a heat segment, which is Jake Roberts grabs Robert Gibson by the hair and throws him down. He tags in his partner, Jack Victory, who just stands there. So Gibson's like, well, I guess I'll go tag out then. And breaks down into a four-way. Double drop kick for Jake, who takes the most incredible ass over tea kettle bump into the corner with his feet hanging on the ropes. Another double drop kick pins Jack Victory. Jake Roberts.
He does a backward roll and ends up on his stomach with his feet like on the middle rope.
Yeah.
But to make it more dramatic, he planks. So he's like a straight line. He was so good. And the thing with Jack Victory is, I don't think he was bad, but he was in the ring with the Rock and Roll Express and Jake the Snake Roberts. So he would have had to be outstanding to not look like the worst guy in the match. And he wasn't outstanding. But the crowd is going wild for this match. It was just the most fun, old school, we're going to call it in the ring. I mean, they had you could see there was very little planned in advance. I mean, it looked like so much fun, and the fans loved it. Double drop kick finish. Everybody's all, and there was no booing for the Rock and Rolls.
Yeah.
The dudes are screaming for them. Everybody's excited. This was awesome.
That's not what I heard.
You heard boos in this match?
The dudes do not like the Rock and Roll Express, and I think it's just because the girls don't like. The girls love them.
Anyone else hear that?
I definitely heard it last week.
I did not hear it.
Not has been as vocal this week.
I saw them pumping their fists. Looked like they were into them to me. Ernie Ladd versus Frank Lang.
Frank Lang.
Yeah.
This guy took one hell of a bump on the outside.
I do love that Ernie Ladd
almost died.
Ernie Ladd is a giant who loves using leverage to take men down. Like his hammerlock takedown, the rolling hammerlock takedown, and he's at a spot where he reaches out, he grabs Frank by the trunks, and Ernie falls to his back, and that's where Frank goes flying through the ropes, almost onto his head. Yeah. And shortly thereafter, Ernie hits the big boot and the double leg drop and gets the win. So Magnum TA shows up to confront Ernie. They shout at each other a bit. A brawl breaks out. Buddy Landell joins in, and during this brawl, Magnum ends up standing but bent over near the corner. So Ernie says, I'm going to grab these ropes, standing on the mat, I'm going to grab the top rope and push off it, do a very high double leg drop to his back as he's standing over. And he hits this move, and Magnum doesn't go down. So Ernie drops to his ass with his hands way up in the air. I can only describe this as it looked like kids playing in the pool. So stuff happens. A bunch of geeks try to save. They all get killed.
Magnum needs better friends.
Well, yeah.
I think Shawn Michaels was one of the guys that ran out and got his ass kicked.
Probably. Yeah.
I saw him just briefly. This Ernie Ladd, I guess he was billed at 6'9". I don't know how tall he really was. But Andre, of course, was not really 7'4". Andre was probably 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at Ernie Ladd in this match, and he kind of looks he looks enormous in this match. He looks like he's the same size as Andre the Giant. He just doesn't have the acromegaly freaky proportions.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. Maybe the ropes were looser back in the day. Maybe they shot more stuff from the ground looking up. Yeah. But golly, this guy just looks like an absolute freaking giant. And he's pretty freaking good. He's a pretty good little worker.
In some ways.
Not little,
yeah.
but...
Ernie Ladd, per Wikipedia, is 6'9".
Yes.
So I did once review an Ernie Ladd Andre the Giant match, and I noticed Ernie actually has longer legs than Andre.
Yeah.
Had longer legs than Andre. So Andre's big, giant torso.
If Andre didn't have acromegaly, he would have looked probably actually smaller than Ernie Ladd. But he was just a weird looking,
It's funny because his opponent just big shoulders, big chest, and he's probably around 6 foot. Then they show the guy on the other side of the ring. It's like, holy crap!
Yeah, big fella. Adrian Street versus Chris Adams with Bill Watts on commentary.
Oh my lord!
So his first I don't know if I cataloged every problematic thing he said.
I wrote one down.
He's talking about he's been in wrestling a long time. And he says, maybe in Southern California
Or Northern California.
or Northern California or some of those weird places,
Wow.
it may be something somebody would really look up to, something somebody would really look up to. But I'm too old-fashioned to condone. He just stops right there. So the match begins. They stall forever. Adrian does a little bit of prancing. So Adams does a little bit of forward rolls to catch him off guard, and then the match starts, and it's great. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a fucking awesome match. Bill calls Adrian Street a little sissy. Referred to him as she at least once.
You know what's amazing about professional wrestling is if you watch this as a fan, it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe the things they're saying about this guy and everything like that. But then the reality was, Bill Watts saw this guy and he saw money. And he brought him in and he booked him and he put the title on him immediately and he pushed him. But on TV, he has to say all this stuff. It's just very interesting business.
Yeah, it's almost like he's acting.
But golly, this guy.
So Adams is doing some hip tosses, and Street's somersaulting up to his feet out of these hip tosses and posing and prancing. He does this 3 times, rule of 3, and the 4th one, Adams just super kicks his head off. I guess it was the 3rd one because it was a super kick.
They actually had a spot planned.
Yeah.
And it was a good one.
It was awesome.
Prior to that, though, my God, them wrestling back and forth. Dude, these two guys were awesome. And, you watch a lot of these matches, and there's a lot of action, but, the guys they're super light. They're not really working that hard. It's just the illusion of movement and everything. These guys were working their asses off, and they're huffing and puffing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were working at a hard clip.
So in the middle of this, Terry Taylor runs out. He grabs Miss Linda, the servant of 18th Street.
They make it very clear.
But,
she is his servant.
And a servant of his family for years.
Well, first he goes, she's been his servant for generations. And then he stops himself and goes, well, her family has. And yeah, Terry Taylor comes out, and he grabs her, and he dips her, and he just starts freaking making out. I'm talking full on.
Like the Terry Taylor fan video we saw.
Actually, there was no one that he made out with in that fan video like he made out with Miss Linda here. I mean, they were I don't know, man. That was a good 30, 45 seconds.
So, yes, he grabs her and forcibly kisses her.
Yeah.
Bill Watts is excitedly screaming, she's fighting him, she's fighting him. But then it turns out she's not fighting him, and he stops, and she's smiling at this point. Street sees this, loses his mind. He pitches Chris Adams over the top of the DQ, and in the most uncomfortable thing we ever saw on the show,
oh my God,
he unloads with strikes on Miss Linda. Now, these are pro wrestling strikes, like the Warlord or Sid in the big overhand clubbing forearms. He didn't actually beat this woman up, but holy shit.
Dude, I have just been watching this show forever, and there's all sorts of stuff that kind of, you watch and you go, that'd never fly in 2025. Yeah, that right there, that wouldn't fly. Then we had this, which was so far beyond anything we have seen on this show. I mean, she gets kissed by Terry Taylor. Guy gets DQ'd. He goes out and he just starts yelling at her, And it's like, okay, he's blaming her or whatever. I just figure that's going to be the end of it. And all of a sudden he just goes, boom! And he fucking punches her. And then he starts beating the shit out of her. And I was like, what? Even ECW in the 90s, when they had Beulah out there and all of these managers, it was okay, the heel female manager, she interferes one more time. Well, we're going to put her through a table. Or,
Dreamer will pile driver.
Dreamer's, yeah, he's going to give her a pile driver. And, you couldn't get away with something like that nowadays, but it's it's clearly a professional wrestling move. It's whatever. If they were a female wrestler, they'd take all the same thing. This was not that at all. This was he was angry at this woman, and so what he decided to do was beat the shit out of her. And it was I actually couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what? And they go to commercial.
Well, you forgot, too, that he drags her out of there by her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go to commercial and they come back and Bill Watts says something about very uncomfortable situation before the commercial. We cut away as quickly as possible. But now we've got another match coming up. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. So that turned south right at the end there.
Is that like a thing they did? Like Adrian
I assume
Street
it's not the
and
first
Miss
time
Linda?
Adrian Street laid hands on Miss Linda.
I don't
TV.
remember any of that. I mean, I wasn't watching a lot during that era.
I don't remember, honestly. I've seen some of his stuff. I've never like consistently watched an Adrian Street run before, but he was all over the world famous, so I'm assuming he
I can only assume that this leads to Terry Taylor beating the shit out of Adrian Street.
yeah.
I
I
would hope.
presume he gets his medal back, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So just to play devil's advocate, intergender wrestling's fine now?
She's not a wrestler.
She was his valet.
She's part of the show. They're acting.
Well, that's correct. We know
This
he
would
didn't
be
really
like
beat up his
Savage
wife.
attacking Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But not just like yelling at her or shoving her, but like, I mean, he was beating the shit out of her. I don't know, man.
Dude. It's if I'm trying to think of it would be like
Savage and Liz. She was never a wrestler.
that's still old. I'm trying to think of a modern one. It would be like
CM Punk and
somebody
AJ
attacking
Lee.
Kathy Kelly and beating the holy hell out of her. Anyway,
I'm trying to think of a female valet that doesn't wrestle.
Oh, I see.
they don't do it much anymore. The valets are pretty much done. Yeah. Hercules Hernandez and Steve Williams versus Jim Horton and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Mother Wayne.
Jim Horton, who on Wikipedia, I like sometimes I'm just baffled by Wikipedia. They have him listed as Jim Hornet. It's like
Are you certain it's the same guy?
the footage is there, his name is on the screen, and the ring announcer says the name. Where did you get Jim Hornet? But anyway, it's Jim Horton and Shawn Michaels. And this was, everybody, Shawn Michaels' first ever television match. He'd had one match prior, and then this was his TV debut. And I was so excited to see the very first ever Shawn Michaels debut television match. Because, like, he was one of the greatest workers I ever saw in my whole life. Like, one of the greatest of all time. I mean, growing up, my favorite wrestler. I mean, he was just, like, unbelievable. And the earliest matches I've ever seen of Shawn, he was good. He was green, but, like, he was good. But this was the very first one. So I watched this, and with all due respect, he sucked. I had in my mind that he was probably like a Kurt Angle, where like Kurt Angle's first ever television matches, I mean, he was good. Or think even back to like a guy like Logan Paul. Logan Paul at his first ever match, or Bad Bunny. And granted, it was all choreographed and they practiced and everything like that, but this guy was trained by Jose Lothario. I'm sure he did tons of matches, and I mean, he sucked. And I've never seen Shawn Michaels suck ever in my life. Never. And the thing with Shawn was like, not only was he just the best wrestler, but he was the best at everything. If he did refereeing, minus the shorts or whatever, but if he was a ref, if he was a commentator, NXT booker, I like it.
He was a great cameraman.
Cameraman, when he did the cameraman gimmick for Hell in a Cell, there was nothing this guy couldn't do.
The angle with Kurt. He was actually operating the camera. It was great.
He was operating the camera in Hell in a Cell, too. Or no?
He was
it Kurt?
attacked the cameraman in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, like the point is, everything I ever saw this guy do ever, he was great. And I finally saw a match where he actually sucked. I mean, he was like, but he wasn't like horrible.
No, he was a guy having his first TV
But like
match.
by Shawn Michaels standards, like he sucked. His bumps looked terrible. Actually, one of them looked really good, but I think he probably concussed himself. He got dropped over the middle rope and then took a back bump and his feet didn't even touch the ground. And he smashed his head and he's like grabbing his head for half the match. But like, he hit the ropes weird. He moved weird. Like everything about it, I couldn't even believe my eyes. But you know what's even more amazing? His partner sucked worse. That Tim Hornet, whatever his name was, that fucking guy couldn't hit the ropes to save his life. He does the thing where like you whip him in, but the guy turns too early, and then he runs backwards and puts both arms up. I'm like, oh my God. And like Hercules fucking looked like Shawn Michaels in this match compared to the actual Shawn Michaels. This was something to see, dude. And even like, we watched these matches with who's the other guy? Dr. Death. And remember when Dr. Death first came in and like, he sucked? But you watch him in this match, and it's like, man, this is fucking All Japan Dr. Death compared to these other two guys here. And he hadn't even been in there that long. So anyway, Shawn improved at a remarkable clip because I think I saw matches probably from 84, 85. He was a hell of a lot better than this. So this was a sight to see, brother.
Probably got that one concussion, and he was like, I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
That sucked.
So there's a pre-match angle you are skipping over, which is where the teams are all announced. Hacksaw Duggan shows up in his SMU football helmet, demands to fight Steve Williams for his helmet right now. First Doc says, I can't, I forgot my helmet.
You have one thing, dude.
Yeah. You have one gimmick.
Well, I think the gimmick is that he's scared of Hacksaw.
Yeah.
So he forgot his helmet.
Yes.
But they don't flat out tell you that, and even Bill Watts has to go, I've never seen him forget his helmet before. That's weird.
Yeah. So he says, listen, I got a contract to fight these two tonight. Next week, let's get our helmets. I'll fight you right here on the 50-yard line. And Duggan says, your helmet is black. Your school colors are red. But I think you're yellow. And they got you held back. just awesome stuff. So the match finally begins. Now Doc's pissed. And that bell rings, and he grabs Shawn Michaels. And Shawn, here's your first real suplex. And Shawn takes a suplex, the likes of which he probably didn't take again until he faced Kurt Angle 20 years later. And he do some stuff. He beat him up. Horton tags in. He tries to make a comeback.
Shawn actually got a move before he tagged in. I think he grabbed the ropes and kicked Dr. Death, and Dr. Death took a big fucking bump for Shawn.
I think he missed Dr. Death, though.
Well, still, I mean, he took a full back bump for Shawn Michaels, and then Shawn tags this other geek in. And
Horton no-sells everything and kills him, and Doc wins in the Stampede.
Yeah. Craig, what did you think of Shawn Michaels' first ever televised match?
Well, he was skinny and he had a bad haircut. And
I think he had that bad haircut for years, if I recall.
when Duggan jumped up on the apron and Shawn shot him a look, like a disgusted look, and all I saw was Buddy Wayne's face.
Yeah, I can see that. It was funny. These big, giant, the two football players, the bodybuilder, and they were going snarling and spitting. In the background, there's these two geeks
Yeah.
just standing there.
Sucking it all in.
Yeah.
I will say that as much as Shawn Michaels sucked in this first match, you could see like he had a ton of potential. Like he
He had a clue.
he moved well and I mean he sold well. I mean you could definitely see there was something there, but it was amazing to watch a bad Shawn Michaels. I mean, I still can't get over it.
Even the worst guys, even the dirt worst bottom of the barrel, they had gear. How many guys did we work with that didn't have gear, including
All of them.
myself?
Fair.
I didn't have gear for the first 4 years. I had boots, but
I always had boots.
Ironically,
almost always had boots.
I wore those. First, I guess I kind of had gear. I had like the just spandex I got from Big Five or whatever. It wasn't like real gear.
You were wearing tearaway wind pants at one time.
Well, that was because The Rock wore them, and I was trying to find something to cover my skinny ass legs.
And then you switched
And then-
went to cargo pants.
Then I went to cargo pants for a while. And
never cool.
and here's the thing, everybody. Some of you might know this story. It was Wrestling Observer Live in about 2001. The guest was Jim Cornette. Buddy had sent tapes of me to Jim Cornette and to Rip Rogers. And Cornette is the one that was like, "Why the fuck are you wearing cargo pants?" And that was the end of my cargo pants.
He had a point.
I got gear after that.
Was that a Yada?
Yeah, I was on Iata.
Missed that.
So it's Jim Cornette that got me into gear.
At the end of this match, after Dr. Death wins, he just starts screaming, Duggan! Duggan! But he doesn't have a mic, so you just kind of hear it off the
It
back.
was like Hogan screaming about the wall.
It never stopped, just top of his lungs.
I've watched a lot of Dr. Death. He does a lot of screaming. It's a Dr. Death.
Actually, it reminded me of what's his name? Remember the guy, the old guy in the Dungeon of Doom?
The Grandmaster.
Yeah, what was
the
his
Wizard.
name?
The Wizard.
Yeah, forgot his name. Ikea.
Yes. Bad Bob Owens versus Master G. So, of course,
All right.
they've edited out the whatever ring music Master D was using and put in generic hip-hop beat number 2.
Actually, I watched it on YouTube last week, and it's just Rapper's Delight.
Fair enough. Well, you would never know this if you tried to look at the crowd, because I was laughing my ass off at these white people trying to clap. No two of them are in the same time. No two of them in the same rhythm. If there was 50 fans clapping, they were clapping to 50 different songs. I was having a ball. So Master G, you guys notice how slick this guy is? His flying mare, his arm drag, as smooth as silk.
Head scissors.
He did try to flip out of a backdrop, and Owens just collapsed underneath him, so that didn't work. And so G hits a flying tackle, gets the master lock, and Bob doesn't sell it at first, so G cranks it in. And Bob's like, and he taps out.
It's idiot. What do you think's going to happen when he puts in that hold? Tap out.
We end with the rematch of Johnny Mantel versus Buddy Landel, and I was so excited, and immediately say, like, we got 2 minutes of TV time left. Oh, fuck. So Buddy Landel's being awesome. He's getting his ass kicked. He rolls outside to hide and shouts, "You had enough yet?"
He did that a few times. It was great.
And then Johnny puts him in a chin lock, and Buddy's screaming, "He's tearing my neck off!" And after that, Buddy hits a low blow so subtle, the announcers don't even notice it. And the screen just fades to black.
Not entirely. They said, we got 15 seconds of, let's stay with the action for as long as we can. And he hops right into a chin lock.
Yeah, it's like they had 30 seconds left, and he thought, if we don't do the closing credits, maybe we'll get the finish to this match. So instead, they make us sit around for 30 more seconds, and then the screen just fucking goes blank. That's a fitting end. It's like the end of The Sopranos. The screen just went blank.
We'll never know who won this.
Yeah,
Johnny Mantel,
we'll never know if Terry Taylor got his fucking medal back.
Oh, man.
We'll never know if they let Adrian Street back on TV after that assault.
More and more sad, dude. I enjoyed watching Mid-South.
Watch it on your own.
I guess I could do that.
Who's stopping you?
I suppose I could.
Yes. We can come back to it someday. You don't know how long we'll last with this TNA.
We only lasted 8 weeks before.
This is better. Like every single person has
It
said,
will be better than that,
this
I
is
promise you.
way better than the Asylum era.
Okay.
No, I'm not buying the year subscription this time.
You can go monthly for a while till you find out we're gonna stick to it.
Yeah, I spent $80 last time, and then 2 weeks later
We lasted longer than 2 weeks. I think we went like 3 months.
No, it was like 8 weeks.
No.
7 or 8 weeks.
Have we been doing this for over a year? Has your year expired yet?
I think we've been doing Mid-South for a long time. It's had its highs and lows.
We started in 84 briefly, and then people are 82 briefly, and the fans like, you should jump forward
Yeah.
to 84. So.
I think we jumped forward the first of the year.
So look at that. We made it 9 months.
Yeah, this time.
We could have produced a child. The child of TNA on Spike. Next week. Tuesday. 20 years ago in TNA. It's going to be fun, everybody. I got a lot of people excited.
Good for them.
They want to hear these. I think we've actually reviewed this first episode like 3 times, but we got to stick to it. Know what I'm saying?
You can't do 20 years ago this week if you don't start next week.
That's true. All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Vinny and I are going to be back on Thursday for NXT and Dynamite. And then I don't think we have any pay-per-views this weekend. Do we?
TNA pay-per-view this weekend.
We have TNA. I mean, we could review TNA Sunday. We could either do Victory Road or we can do SmackDown and Collision.
Man,
Anybody have any suggestions?
I'll be doing Victory Road one way or another. So basically, if I do Victory Road Sunday, I'll do SmackDown and Collision on my own show. So,
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So that makes no difference to me.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry. No Mercy.
What?
NXT No Mercy is on Saturday. PLE. Yeah. Well,
I have to buy that stupid app, too.
Oh, that's right.
no, this is on Peacock. Isn't it?
Are you sure? Does anyone
You
know?
Peacock.
I'm still on Peacock. Is it not?
I'm looking it up right now.
I've actually gotten confused. Something is still on Peacock. Saturday night's main event is still on Peacock.
It will be the first No Mercy to broadcast on Netflix, although it could be just international.
Oh, this guy says, yeah, it's still on Peacock. I think NXT is still on Peacock. NXT and Saturday night's main event PLEs are on Peacock.
Way to make it more confusing.
Yeah, I heard they moved it to Pluto. It's going to cost you $30.
On
Shut up, Sean.
on Wikipedia, it says, in addition to Peacock in the United States,
Okay.
the event will also be available on Netflix and
Yes.
international
So
markets.
this is still so you're fine on Peacock for this weekend.
And it's on Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
But we'll review it on Sunday.
Yes.
So you got all weekend to watch it whenever you can.
Roger.
Yes. All right, that's the plan, everybody. I love doing this stuff on the air. We all work together, right?
Well, this is the only time we ever talk to each other. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. All right. Anything else anyone wants to say before we stop talking to each other?
Mariners won in the playoffs.
Beautiful.
That was not what I was asking. All right. We'll talk to you after a while, everybody.
All right, bye.
See you next time.
Good night.
Adios.